Hello and welcome to this episode of Ways to Change Your Workplace with myself, Preena Shah, where we uncover today how you can find ways to optimize your organizational cultures.
Hello and welcome to this solo episode of the Ways to Change Your Workplace podcast with me, your host, Preena Shah. And this is going to be a short and sweet episode. I am announcing that I am writing a book. Well, actually, I announced it last year and then I shat myself. I didn't really. What happened was a lot. I had too many ideas, but nothing spoke to me loudly enough. And I didn't want to put crap out there into the world. I also got overwhelmed with life stuff. I'm human. I had loads of life things happening last year. So, I therefore didn't give up on my book. I took a step back and I incubated it. I went basically on a listening and learning tour, as my friend Leanne would call it. And everything has been in front of me is what I've realized. So here I am now. I have the privilege of working with some of the best people in the workforce. Some of the people who are at the highest, helm of their career. And some of the most amazing people entering the workforce as well. I also work with people who are, specialists doing wonderful, wonderful things within the workplace. And I've had an amazing career myself, if I must say so. So I have been doing thinking, learning over the past, 20-something years since I've been in the workforce. So my book, drumroll, is going to be distilling about how you can leave a legacy at work. So, my book is for, here, let me have a look. I have written about what my book is for, who my book is for, if I should actually say. So, this book is for executives, leaders, and teams who feel that there is more to their 9 to 5 than simply clocking in and out. For those who want to leave the workplace better off. For those who want to make work more meaningful. This book is for the dreamers, for the visionaries, and for the change agents who wish to leave a legacy at work. At whatever stage and whatever age you are in your career, you know that there is something more. This book is going to be a practical guide. It's going to be your work companion. This book is going to challenge you. This book is going to develop you beyond your expectations if you apply all of the learnings. This book is more than you. This book will help you to leave a ripple effect of positive change for the better that will impact those around you and those in years to come as well. So, there's a lot there. Let me tell you a bit about myself if you're listening to this for the first time. I got disillusioned with work early on in my career. So I decided to learn the ropes and break or rejig the system. And in this book are going to be my learnings. I specialized in organizational culture change and individual behavior change in my corporate days. I have a Bachelor of Science in Sociology and Social Psychology and a Diploma of Professional Coaching. And I'm going to bring all of that into the book. As you know, I now have my own consultancy business and this podcast called Ways to Change Your Workplace. So I want to do this properly. I am not going to rush it. I am planning on self-publishing and I would love for you to be a part of the journey, either by being an early reader or an early buyer when it is published. So, right now I am taking on early readers. If you are keen to be an early reader for my book, check out my details in the show notes and reach out to me, contact me, because I really want the right kind of people to read the book to see whether it is practical and whether it does land. So, in terms of you, if you are interested in being an early reader, what's required of you? I would say your time and you being present, essentially. So I think probably 4 hours maximum to read the book and to feed back to me. I have read the book in around 2 and a bit hours, but then I did write it myself. So if you're a fast reader, then it won't take you long. I want your honest opinion about the content, the flow, and if it makes sense. And everything practical that I am sharing in the book has been tried and tested by me or my clients and has proven in positive results. So let me share some of the chapter titles with you that I have at this stage. Now, caveat, because these titles may well change. It is a work in progress, and I want to make it a work in progress with you and with your feedback. So, Chapter 1, Something is Still Amiss. So I'm going to address that funk. I have felt that funk myself when I worked in the corporate land, so I am going to address it. So many of my clients feel it as well, and this is what I've been helping them through over the many, many years that I've been working. So that's Chapter 1, Something is Still Amiss. Chapter 2, what does it really mean to make a lasting impact at work? How can you discover your underlying purpose or your driving motivation? So chapter 2 is really looking into you internally. Chapter 3, discover your organization, your division, or your team's underlying purpose and their driving motivations. Build the culture that you want. Chapter 4, how can you effectively convey the desired culture to your organization, division, team, or colleagues? And this is really the missing piece. So many clients I've helped to actually use their words and convey their culture in their own language, not in organizational culture tool languages or whatever, but in your own language, because that's what really lands. Chapter 5, you can't do it alone. How to build a solid team. And this is something that many of my clients had been stumbled with historically. Chapter 6, leading with a head, a heart, and a backbone. My gosh, ain't that needed? Chapter 7, how you can build an alliance for you, for your professional growth, and for your wonderfulness as you go through your career. Chapter 8, how can you nurture your culture that transcends the limitations of culture survey tools, fostering a lasting and heartfelt organizational team spirit? It's a long one, I know. It's a work in progress. Chapter 9, how can you ensure that your career goes beyond just ticking off achievements and becomes a meaningful, purpose-driven journey? Now, we know that things happen and not everything goes to plan. So chapter 11, I'm calling Managing Plot Twists. It won't be smooth sailing all the way because things do hit the fan, as it did for me last year when I just pressed pause on the whole book writing journey altogether. Chapter 11, Knowing when to leave and pass the baton. If you know of those people who are still hanging on to their jobs and they should have left years ago, then that's what I'm really talking to. And for yourself, do you know when to leave? Do you know when to pass the baton? And how to pass the baton is going to be really practical, or it is really practical. And then the final chapter, The Show Must Go On, or My End is My Beginning. I don't know what to call it. I'm still working on it. So that is my book, as you can see. And I want beta readers, early readers, to tell me how you're doing, how you're feeling the book, you know, is it working for you? Are the practical activities good? Are they working for you? If you want to be an early reader, check out the details in my in the show notes of this episode, and let's do this. I need you. Let's find fucking brilliant ways to change your workplace together. Let's do it. I will see you in the next episode. It's out there. I'm writing a book. It's happening this year. And I am self-publishing. I cannot wait. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Sign up to my newsletter, which is detailed in the show notes, if you stand against crappy cultures, lousy leaders, and toxic teams. And I'll see you in the next episode.